Om Sai Ram children, this is Paati. I have a story for you. The name of the story is Mr. Melody's Music Shop. Mr. Melody owned a large music shop where he had many different kinds of musical instruments for sale. People who liked music would come to his shop to choose their favorite instrument. Then they had lessons where they learned how to play the music at Mr. Melody's music school. At one time, he had 5 shiny instruments for sale: a keyboard, a violin, a guitar, a trumpet, and a xylophone. Learning a musical instrument is a wonderful experience, said Mr. Melody. There is an amazing variety of fine instruments that are played in many different ways. A guitar is strummed, a trumpet is blown, a violin has a bow, a keyboard is played with the fingers, and a xylophone is tapped with a small hammer. Mr. Melody put an advert in the local paper about the instruments that were for sale, then waited patiently for some customers to come into his music shop. The very next day, a lady came into the music shop, especially to buy a keyboard. "Good morning, Mr. Melody," she said. "I'm a school teacher and I need a keyboard so that I can play for the children during their singing lessons." As she was leaving the shop, the keyboard said goodbye to the violin, the guitar, the trumpet, and the xylophone. "I'm off to play music for the children," said the keyboard, happily to the instruments that were left behind. All of a sudden, they began to feel impatient for someone to buy them too. That afternoon, a schoolboy came to the music shop saying, "I would like to buy a guitar so that I can join the other children playing in the school band." He picked up the guitar and said, "This guitar will be perfect for me." So the guitar said goodbye to the violin, the trumpet, and the xylophone as he left the shop. "I'm off to play lots of music in the school band," he said joyfully. Now, the other instruments began to worry that they would be left out and even began to feel a little bit jealous of each other. The following day, a man came to buy a trumpet. "I play in the big brass band at festivals, and this trumpet would sound wonderful," he said. So the trumpet said goodbye to the violin and the xylophone as he left, saying, "I'm off to play music at all of the festivals." The last 2 instruments felt left behind because no one had come to buy them yet. But just then, to their surprise, a young girl came into the shop with her father to buy a violin. "I want to learn the violin so that I can play in the symphony orchestra when I grow up." And the girl picked up the violin lovingly. And when the violin left the music shop, he said quietly to the xylophone, "I'm off to play in the symphony orchestra one day." Then he added, "Don't worry, xylophone, someone will come for you soon." By now, the xylophone felt sad, lonely, and forgotten. All of the other musical instruments had been chosen and taken away to enjoy their life playing beautiful music. The xylophone was wondering what would happen to him when he heard the sound of footsteps coming closer and a young boy's excited voice saying, "Look, Mum, there it is." The young boy had come to the music shop with his mother to buy a xylophone. "We are having a Christmas play soon, and I will play Christmas carols on this beautiful xylophone," said the young boy. The xylophone felt so overjoyed and no longer felt left out. "I'm off to play lovely Christmas carols," he cried in glee. In the end, the keyboard, the guitar, the trumpet, the violin, and the xylophone all learned how to patiently wait for their turn. So, the lesson here for us to learn is that we need to be patient while we are waiting for something to happen. And we must know that everything happens at the right time and that things will work out for the better if we wait patiently. So I hope you enjoyed the story, and goodbye.